Hey guys, it's Chad. Just want to make a quick video here to show you a couple inserts I've got on my website now that are available for Mozaik users. And these are V-Groove panel backs. Let's take a look at them here. Interior tab. Just clear this out. We've got a regular cabinet here that's empty, so this is really easy to do. Go down to inserts. You'll get two inserts on the website right now. I got a center line and an offset. So let's drop in the center line. You get that groove down the middle, CL. Offset OF, you're going to have that offset groove. So that's how these work. Let's take a look at how you edit them. Go down to the edit button. Let's change our depths here. Let's go 3/8. And you can see with version 14 now we got some really nice color and visuals on these. So yeah, that's great. Let's do, this is a face frame cabinet, so let's check that. Let's change our spacing to 5 inches here. By that face frame button there, that's basically just setting the insert to the correct depth. So if you go to the top here, you can see how it's bumping the back panel. And maybe we don't want it to be hitting that back panel. So maybe we want the back panel to be all the way to the back. So how do we do that? Let's edit the insert and just move it back in. Another 3/4 here. That'll cause some problems, of course. Now we got two panels there. How can we fix this? Easiest thing is probably just to delete the panel. Or we can turn off the graphic part here. So first of all, let's delete the panel. That's the simplest fix. So by doing that, if we had a shelf in there, this would sneak right behind the shelf with a couple of clicks. The downside of just deleting the back is you lose your fastener holes. So if that's a problem, you can also go to your back and let's rebuild it. And then we'll go to our back again. Turn off the graphic part nature. Now we have basically two backs in one spot. But the good news is we're getting our holes. So that's really cool. What can we do here? Maybe what we could do is color code this to a bright red and maybe make this say delete. Mozaik will still send this part to the optimizer, but it'll show up bold in delete, so we'll know to delete that. And it'll be bright red. So that's one way of doing it, so you get the best of both worlds there. So these two inserts come set up with 50 tool paths each, and so they're not dados or grooves, they're actually tool paths. So that's pretty slick because you can add any tool on these paths and get any kind of combinations like this cabinet here. This looks really sick. This is a Frost CNC tool I just downloaded off the menu up here under tools, import updated data. You can get all sorts of tools that are just ready to go. But that's one I just modified on one of these inserts. I'll show you that in a minute. But another thing that's pretty slick here is you can tweak this a little bit. Let's say we want to make it a little bit more sloppy. We could take off a little bit here. Just subtract from left side. Just say we'll take off a 64th. Subtract from right side. And you can see there's going to be a little bit of room on both sides there. It's taken off equally. And so that goes for, you know, top, bottom, left, right. So maybe where that would be more helpful is if you have a dado on the back. Say we have a, let's just say it's a 1/4 inch dado. The back ends. Now we got to catch that 1/4 inch there. Let's go and add. Now we're not subtracting, we're adding. There we go. That'll work for the same for the top. Let's say we have a planton back in the top. You can run that up, 3/4 inch past. We want some shelves here. What's going to happen is, right now, it's going to split this up in 3 ways. That may be fine if you want to do fixed shelves, but for adjustable shelves, we don't want that. So let's turn off the ends here, take a look at this. Like I say, if it was a fixed shelf, maybe that would be great. That might work if you were actually, you know, didn't mind that. Well, let's try this instead. Let's go ahead and clear this. Clear this. Let's turn our ends back on to see our holes. And now what we'll do is we will add on to the top here. So let's just go ahead and add from the top of our insert all the way up to our panel. Looks like I already did this before. Delete that one. Let's do 29.99. We'll add on to this. Edit. Top. 29.99. Let's take a look at our piece here. Looking good. So that's how that works. You can adjust this all sorts of ways. The up and down, you'll have to, you know, adjust a little bit if you have shelves, but aside from that, it's parametric. Another thing I'll show is this other cabinet here. So this is one that I just modified the grooves. So these will come with a built-in Mozaik 90-degree sharp corner tool. So let's see, you want to make it look like this. Well, you have to just change out your tools in the insert. So you're going to go to your parts. You can see I selected this Frost 625 DM1 here. And you can take a look, there's a whole bunch of you know, hidden tool paths here that are just not showing up. So if you're wanting to modify this, I would spread this all out and then go through and select all the tool paths and save it back to your insert library. So, and just so you know, like this is showing V-groove back center line. So if I just reselect this, it's going to show back up standard. So just the way it is in the library, you know, get the other one. Boom, there it is. Back to basics there. So like I say, if you want to modify one of these, go ahead and tweak it, export it, save it, go back to your Mozaik insert library, click import, and pull a new one in. I would change the names of these old ones first before you pull a new one in, otherwise you'll kind of have doubles. But let me know if you guys have any questions. Love to answer any questions you guys got on this. Thank you.